yeah, to be fair, like all the season, I've been looking at Hayden and Alex on top of the podium like this, and I was like, okay, like I must find a way to be there in the next couple of races, and I will do absolutely everything I can to achieve that. If you want the world title, you have to be clear with yourself, and there are some good battles ahead with Christian and Gustav coming back to WTCS, and we all know that they have heavy weight on the strategy, on the dynamic of the race. So that will be really interesting to see how we can deal with that.
World Triathlon was in Girona at the start of February, where we were able to catch up with the men's 2022 world champion Leo Bergere, poolside at the house of teammate Vincent Louis. Leo explained how he was able to build his capacity for the big one-day races, as evidenced by that display in November, plotting his route to the big prize in Paris, and the buzz currently running through the French camp after an astonishing end to last year, as well as who he's looking out for in 2023. Leo's title defence gets underway at WTCS Abu Dhabi on the 3rd of March, and as ever you can watch all the action over on triathlonlive.tv. If you want to win a 12-month subscription to the channel and access, therefore, to all of this year's WTCS, Paris Test Event, World Cups, Paris Series and Multisport World Championships from Ibiza live and on demand, simply email us at podcast@triathlon.org and tell us who you'd like to hear from on the pod and enter the prize draw. Now over to the defending champ, Leo Bergere. How are you feeling? We're in Girona. Just give us the backstory behind why you're in Girona. And we're at the start of February and 3-4 weeks away from Abu Dhabi now.
Yeah, so I'm back in Girona after 3 or 4 years, I don't remember, since the first time I've been to this nice city. And I was planning to do a little training camp before Abu Dhabi. Because the pool where I'm training in south of France, it was closing for 2 weeks. So I had to change to move a little bit for a few days. And it's nice to explore some new bikes, routes, just a different atmosphere here in Girona. I really like the lifestyle, so I'm looking forward to these 2 weeks here to Vince's house.
A little bit of Vincent Louis hospitality then. Have you roommated before? Have you shared before lots of times on camps and so on?
Yeah, actually he just spent like 10 days or 2 weeks to my place in France a few weeks ago. And we just like to share some nice moments of life, like also outside of training. And to be honest, like it's the same for everyone in the French team. Like we are really close friends, and Dorian was staying in Saint Raphael for a bit this winter as well. So I'm really enjoying sharing some good times with friends, and then when racing is back, it will be the same, huh?
Yeah, off the back of your championship title last season, Paris around the corner and so on, the atmosphere in the French camp must be really good. Have you all kind of had to come together for meetings and so on to plan out this year a bit as well? How's it?
Yeah, we had 5 days of meeting with the French Federation a couple of weeks ago, and I must say that the confidence as a team is building. And that's something important when you see other teams lining up as well with a strong group, like a strong group mindset. And so, we are building it, but naturally, not, it's going like that, but we are not searching anything. We are just natural. So that's even better.
Your first off season as a world champion as well.
Straight after Abu Dhabi, I was sick, fever, cough, and I was really unable to race in Daytona. But I could cheer my girlfriend who won the race. So that was also good to see. And then I had some time off in Mexico, and I really needed some time, like, you know, being just a tourist. Yeah, that was good, and because the season was quite long, and I think I wasn't feeling that I was putting so much pressure on myself, but still I think I had this goal in the back of my mind for so long, and yeah, to achieve it, I had to step back a little bit and think, okay, now we have to move on new goals and maybe bigger goals, but that's even more interesting, I think.
So was Mexico shut out of the triathlon?
Yeah.
Very specific, like let's try and not think about it at all. And
No, like actually we traveled all the trip in Mexico with our bikes. So every time changing Airbnbs with the bikes and all our stuff was like the normal triathlete life. But still we could manage to just enjoy like really some time off, good food, like amazing places like the Mayan civilization. Like we really enjoyed the time there, and we discovered so much, and yeah, we are really grateful to be able to live this as well. As a triathlete, because in the end I'm a triathlete all the year, but my off season is made thanks to my good year of as a triathlete, you know.
to do that, have that world title, and then, you know, what you do next, I guess, it's obviously the end of the season, but how you then spend the next 2 weeks, month, whatever, is probably quite important, right? There's the switched off, but like another layer of inspiration in a way to it's something else to think about, something else to like blow your mind a little bit.
Yeah. I think like still it's impossible to, even if you're going in a place like Mexico and try to do everything that you're not able to do in the rest of the year, still you just live some incredible emotions and moments with the grand final, with the title, and so still I was really thinking about it, and the emotions were still mixing up, you know, in my mind, and I could really share it with Angie. That was really pushing me in the last few weeks before Abu Dhabi. So yeah, we were doing absolutely nothing about triathlon, but still, like, we were really looking back at what we just achieved as a team, and that was.
So you mean as in you and Angie as a team, like that, because she's obviously had to somewhat step back from racing. So has she been investing a lot more time in you and your preparations and stuff as well then for the much of last year?
Yeah, you know, like, she has a strong character, like personality, but in the same time it allows her to push me to take decisions, like strong decisions, and strong changes in my mindset when I'm going I'm going racing for world title. So yeah, it's important to have like strong people like this in your team, and I'm lucky enough to have a few of them.
I don't know, are you able to put it into words? Was there a sense of achievement that the likes of which you've never felt before? Obviously you won the European title and so on as well, and you're no stranger to the podium, but what was the sort of overriding emotion, if there was?
Yeah, the first like great emotion was winning this grand final, because to be fair, like, all the season I've been looking at Hayden and Alex on top of the podium like this, and I was like, okay, like, I must find a way to be there in the next couple of races, and I will do absolutely everything I can to achieve that. So like, first I was so happy to be able to deliver this kind of performance, And then to be able to win the title, we already talked about it, but that was like crazy. I nearly felt that I stole the title at the very last minute, and that's basically what happened. But I think I just tried all season long. I tried to push for breakaways and stuff, and in the end you take risks, but it can pay off like this, and the result was even bigger than what I was expecting. So
as far as the timing of that bigger result than you were even expecting, to do it where you've now got a year to build, you got the Paris test event obviously bang in the middle of this year, which is presumably like a big target, making the Olympic team and performing there. But 18 months, 2 years out of that Paris start line is got to be one of the best moments to have got a world title. We've got that first WTCS win.
Yeah, because like from last year I was trying to target a bit more like the one-day race, and to know how to win this target, and that's what I will try to continue. And I think you don't win a world title in the same way you can win the Olympics. So I need to still change a few things in how I can approach this kind of racing. And I'm using this winter to just analyze how I can manage to plan the next couple of months leading into the Olympics.
Abu Dhabi to start with, and back on the F1 course.
Yeah,
happy about that. As the you did what you did on the Olympic distance and the different course in November, but how does it feel back on the F1?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, Abu Dhabi is special for this, like racing on a Formula One track is something pretty cool as a triathlete. Coming back to racing with the sprint distance is maybe allowing us athletes to continue a little bit our winter block and just put a racing bib on, but like a racing number on, but that will be part of our winter. I spoke to Hayden a bit. I spoke to other athletes, and I think we will be a lot of us will try to include Abu Dhabi in the winter block, because we had such a short winter that if we are targeting some races a little bit later in the year, like the test event, it's not the smartest thing to do to be the strongest in Abu Dhabi. So
yeah. And then there's 2 months before Yokohama. So would you just use that block for pure training, or is there any other events in there that you might kind of slot into?
Yeah, I will try to. I really want to race a half Ironman distance or PT race. So I have few events in my mind. I will try to figure out what's the best for before the other WTCS. But last year I raced in Lanzarote, and I really saw what like the benefit of the training for 70.3 and also racing this race, what was bringing to my legs then when I'm coming back to shorter distances. I'm doing a lot of like workouts that are also good for 70.3 distances. But if I'm going to race one event like this, I will prepare it even better, and it's really interesting for the endurance muscles for the legs. I mean, it makes you stronger, and I can work a lot more on my nutrition as well, and also the mental part of this kind of racing is quite good for when you're coming back to an Olympic distance. So like the focus you can have on a 4 hours race is really yeah, it's quite hard to have. And then when you're coming back to 2 hours race, it's like quite easier, obviously.
That meeting that you talked about with the National Federation and so on, was there also a lot of discussion about Paris as a thing and as the test event, and obviously the selection criteria and so on as well? Like having that moment of standing on that start line and thinking another 12 months ahead of that is going to be a huge thing for you to be able to do a year out, and also for the federation.
Yeah, I think the federation is allowing us a bit of like a bit of freedom in our choices of racing training camps, and they can see that when we are doing like a choice of racing, for example, we are doing it for us and not for the money or not for the fame or I don't know, whatever. We are doing it for our goals, and we want to be the strongest on our goals. And we are just responsible athletes, and we are trying to put everything together to be the best on the target. So I think they understood that maybe we are trying to have a plan, and if we are working all together, it can be a smart thing as well.
Have you had a little either group or solo analysis of the course, of how, picturing yourself snaking through the streets of Paris in an Olympic game? Like, it's got to get the hairs on the back of the neck.
Yeah, no, we didn't go so far in the discussion, and I don't think that would be the best thing to do, like to imagine what can happen if someone work like this. But that will be important to know well the course. The course is the bike course, for example, and to be able to have a good race already in the test event.
And after, if you kind of cleared off to Mexico after the final, but the phone must have been ringing red hot, like demands on your time and so on. Has it been a bit of a whirlwind since, or did you manage to keep quite a kind of lid on it all? And has it meant, new sponsors, new people coming in for 2023 that want to be a part of the Leo Bergere kind of machine?
Yeah, like the beginning of the year was like quite quite busy, I would say. But now I'm more back on my training routine, and I'm trying to stay focused on the right thing to do day by day, because that was really busy, and I was trying to go back to training, and like quite heavy training, and in the same time I had a lot of stuff to do. So now I'm happy to be there in Girona and have nothing to think about that training.
And if last year was a very open season and went right down to the wire, and even 6, 7, 8 people that could have mathematically won it at the end there, then this season looks like being even more wide open, right?
Yeah, I think like some athletes will make some choices to maybe not race on this WTCS and be stronger on this one. I don't know. I have my little plan, but the strategy will be really important on this season as well, and it will be important to race everywhere in the same time, and be really clear with what you want. If you want the world title, you have to be clear with yourself, and that will be a good battle. There are some good battles ahead with Christian and Gustav coming back to WTCS, and we all know that they have heavy weight on the strategy, on the dynamic, the race. So that will be really interesting to see how we can we can deal with that. Yeah.
Injuries or whatever notwithstanding, whoever does finish with that final world title at the end of this year is going to be fully deserving of it, given everything starting out.
Yeah. I think that's why WTCS is really interesting. That because you don't really know if the breakaway will be will last until the finish line, or if Alex will have a sub 29 minutes 10K. Like that will be really interesting to see. Like the whole season will be awesome, I'm sure.
And then a couple of weeks left before Abu Dhabi. Like, are you allowing yourself a little acclimatization there? How many days before the race do you get there? Like, it's obviously pretty chilly here, and is that something that's going to play into the?
Yeah, I will go there a week before the race, and if it was an Olympic distance, I would go like last year, maybe 2 weeks before the race. So like it's chilly, but it's still fine for training, and there will be some special prep before flying there, but nothing like too complicated.
And there'll be good vibes on that start line, back to some weather. Flooding back again.
I was really thinking about staying there for holidays and until early March, but then I thought, okay, let's just fly back home and enjoy some time off and some time at home.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you.